Hey, how's it going? Jason Smith here with Responsible Timber. I just wanted to post a video today, talk to you a little bit about marketing your portable sawmill business. The reason I make these videos is simply because I want to share my experience with you, or my failures with you, to maybe help you generate some ideas or spark your imagination to help you think about how you can market your business or run your portable sawmill business. And that's the reason I'm making these videos, is to kind of document my success and some of our failures along the way. The reason I'm posting this today is because I want to talk to you pretty specifically about marketing your Facebook business, or I'm sorry, marketing your portable sawmill business using Facebook. And I want to get pretty specific with some of the stuff that we've done that's helped us generate kind of some leads that's turned into some business. I've always said, like, it takes me probably 6 or 7 phone calls to land one job, or I have to talk to 6 or 7 different people before I can land one job, one solid job. And so, because a lot of times people are calling, they just want to know what you have, what your service is, how much it is, and whenever you start getting into the details, you can kind of tell if they're serious or not about actually having you out to actually do sawmill work. So the first thing I want to talk to you about is just putting out a Facebook business page. I mean, you can literally invest about 10 minutes of your time, and you can have a really good Facebook business page out there, and you don't have to do anything extravagant. You can put your contact information, maybe put some photos of some work that you've done, and you can really start to get a little bit of a presence right there. One thing I will encourage you to do is make sure you're professional with your photos and some of the stuff that you're putting out there, because a lot of the individuals that you're going to be working with, they're professionals in what they do, whether they're farmers or whether they own an excavation company or whatever, but they're professionals, and you just want to give off a good professional image and let them know that you're serious about doing business and about your business. So that's kind of my first thing, is just to get a Facebook business page out there. It's pretty simple to do. Like I said, you can invest about 10 minutes of your time, and you should be able to do it. The other thing I want to talk about, and this is what I want to get really specific about, is Facebook groups. So within my area, I'm in Middle Tennessee here, and within my area, there's different groups. There's like the Hip Lebanon page, there's a Hip Mount Juliet page, Hip Nashville page. These are groups where folks can post services that they have to offer, or they're trying to buy or sell something or whatever. But you can actually go into those groups, become a member of those groups, and you can go into the search menu and you can actually type in sawmill, or like portable sawmill work, or just sawmill, and you can see where folks have posted within that group and they're looking for that service. You can just go into that search menu, type in sawmill and click search, and you can see folks that have posted that are looking for the service. And so I've actually found business that way, believe it or not. And I usually comb through a lot of those groups probably once a month. I'll go in and just do a Facebook search, and I'll find business that way, believe it or not. Because what will happen is somebody will post in there, hey, I'm looking for somebody with a portable sawmill. I've got a handful of logs that I want sawed up. And then you can reply to them. You can actually message them, and then you can get their contact information and reach out to them. So that's one way to do it. The other way to do it is you can go within those groups, and you can actually post your service. You can use your Facebook business page and post your services, your portable sawmill services that way. We have found success in doing that as well. And so those are just kind of some simple marketing techniques you can use to help get the word out about your business and about the portable sawmill. So what I do is I'm a member of a lot of these groups, or I've joined a lot of these groups within the Middle Tennessee area, and I'm willing to drive really about 75, 80 miles like a radius around my shop right here. I'll go out about 75 or 80 miles, and anything outside of that, I'll usually start charging a little bit more for it just because it's so far away, or I'll ask the person, I'm like, hey, do you have at least 2 or 3 days of work? Because it doesn't make sense for me to drive that far to go work for 1 day or a half day. So that's kind of my feel on it. I mean, it's different strokes for different folks. Like if you want to not go that far, I completely understand. But for me, I can do that and still be comfortable and still make money at the end of the day. So that's kind of the way I do it. The other thing is contractors, smaller contractors. So what they do is they buy like 1 to 5 acre lots, and then they're going to take like a 1 acre lot and they're going to put 2, maybe 3 houses on it. And so what they do is they go in, they clear that land, and they have to cut a drive in. They have to do some excavation work, some site prep work to get ready to build the house. And a lot of times, if you can talk to them and get in front of them, you can explain to them, hey, if you're going to be pushing trees over or getting trees out of the way, why don't you cut the log out of the tree? I'm happy to come and saw it for you, and you can have some custom lumber. And so I have had some success in that. Especially with the smaller guys, because for them to go out and purchase like an oak beam or something, it's just so expensive, and they would never do it. Or mantles, like I make mantles all the time for folks that have trees that they're pushing over, and a lot of these small builders they can cut several mantles out of 1 log, and then they can go use it in other homes down the road. They can take the lumber back to their shop or whatever and let it sit and dry, or we can band it for them, and then they can let it dry, and then they can use it in one of their custom builds, you know, a year from now or whatever. But the value as to what they get from you is much more at that time than for them to go out and try to buy a mantle a year from now, because one custom mantle, like a custom mantle that's finished, is probably going to cost them, I don't even know, because I'm sure they're ridiculously expensive. It's probably going to be $300 or $400. Whereas, you know, they could hire you for the day and they could get probably 10 mantles cut in 1 day, and then, you know, pay you, you know, whatever your day rate is, you know, $700, $800, whatever, and then they're going to get 10 mantles. So it's like, okay, well, which do you want? Do you want to spend $400 for 1 mantle? Or I can get you, you know, 10 or 12 mantles in 1 day, and then you can pay me, you know, basically $800. So like the value that you bring is just so much more. Or you know, you can talk to them about using some of the lumber that you use in the custom build or in their build, so that maybe they want to wrap some posts or something or whatever. But that's a good way. To kind of get in with contractors, that you know, you can offer that service to them. Just kind of custom lumber, beams, posts, mantles, and just customized lumber. Like, you can't go buy a 5x8 mantle. Like, you just can't. It's next to impossible to go buy. But if they want a custom mantle, your sawmill should be able to do it. These machines behind me are very very accurate when it comes to cutting that stuff. So those are just kind of a couple of things from a marketing perspective that we like to do. And we're kind of blessed here in Middle Tennessee. We have a lot of growth here. There's a lot of people moving here, so there's a lot of there's a lot of work to be done. There's a lot of land clearing going on. So like I said, that kind of helps us out from that perspective. It hurts us from the perspective of the growth. It can be a little bit painful, but there's certainly plenty of work out here for us. Anyway, so I just wanted to share that with you. That's kind of been our experience. And if you have any questions, let me know. I'm happy to try to help you out in any way that I can with our experience. And like and share this video if you think anybody else can benefit from the content that's in it. I would appreciate that. And drop me a line. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks so much. Hope you have a great day.